Hey guys, what's going on? I'm here to do a video review of the Sterling JP157, uh, John Pettruci signature model made by Sterling by Music Man, electric guitar. So I made a video about the JP157, the JP150 6-string version, which I got about a couple of months ago by mistake. I meant to get this one, but they sent me the wrong one, so uh, I took advantage of that. I made a review of that one. I'm making a separate one for this. It's almost identically the same instrument. It should be the same instrument, with the only difference is the 7th string on it. But I still feel like doing a video review because I feel there are some subtle differences and I'd like to point it out. So I'll talk about the specs real quick, and then I'll do some clean tones and distorted tones and give you my thoughts on this. So this guitar is an African mahogany body, which has got a really quilted maple top on it. You can see it. Let me stand up so you can see it better. And they call it a Neptune blue color, which is a little bit more teal in person than what it looks like in the camera. It looks a lot bluer, well, just slightly bluer on the camera. It's a little more teal, almost greenish in person. It's got a roasted maple neck on it, which is 24 frets. It looks lighter on the camera. It's a little darker. It's not quite like chocolate colored, but it is darker than your usual maple. And translucent blue on the back, a little darker than the front. And this guitar has a 2 Sterling design 7-string pickups on it. It's got a volume pot, tone pot. The volume has push for a 12 dB boost, which is powered by this 9-volt battery that's inside that compartment here. And it's got Perloid locking tuners on it that work pretty well. It's got a Sterling designed tremolo, sort of based on the Music Man, not quite the same thing. Unlike other John Pettruci signature models, this doesn't have like the really deep cutaway some of them do, but it's really comfortable regardless. So I'll get to some clean tones, give you an idea what it sounds like, then I'll move on to some distorted tones. I was on the neck humbucker, now I'm moving on to the middle. Now I'm going to switch back to the neck humbucker and show you the difference with the boost. You can really tell it apart with the clean channel. Boost activated. So you can really hear that jump in volume. Doesn't really distort your tone, it just gives you an extra boost in volume. Now I'm going to try the distorted tones. I'm starting with the bridge humbucker. So there you get an idea what it sounds like on the clean and distorted channel with the boost activated as well as off. So I gave it an opinion on the JP 150, and after spending some time with this, I have a little bit more insight and things to mention between this and the other model. For whatever reason, the pickups are still not great, but they're a little better for this model than they are for the original 150. I would say that it's it would be a fluke, but I tried a couple of those. I mean I tried a JP 150 in a Guitar Center, and I tried the one I got by mistake, and they sounded identical that I can recall. And this one's just got a little bit more clarity on them. Still not aftermarket DiMarzio or Seymour Duncan worthy, but it's a little better. What I like about this guitar is that it's really lightweight. You can hold it with one hand with no effort, and the neck is light as well. The neck has a really comfortable shape. As somebody who's not very good playing 7-string guitar, I mean I've had a few, but I'm not an expert at handling them. The neck feels really easy to get adjusted to. That extra string, it's not quite as thick or big as some other 7-string necks that I played on. The body shape is really comfortable. The position of the volume tone and the pickup selector, I think, is really intelligent when you're picking. They're accessible, but I don't feel like they're really in the way. As you might expect if you take a look at it, they look like they're really close, but they're just very well engineered instruments in terms of like comfort and playability. Downfalls with this, again, the pickups could be a little better. The tremolo is really not that bad. I've seen some people really knock it off. It just takes a good setup to get it working properly. I know I didn't use it just now, but it works just fine. My only downfall with this, and I've had several of these exact guitars by now, because I had one before this one that had an issue with the neck being a little bit warped. A musician's friend. But one of the issues I've noticed with all of them is the fretwork. Even though the fret edges are nicely rolled, the fretwork is not perfect. You get fret bumps on all of these guitars. And I sort of set this one up. I wouldn't say I fully set it up, but I'm still getting fret buzz on it, so I need to file some frets. I need to measure that and just have them all evened out. So that'd be like the one thing. I mean, again, it's not, you know, a $3,000 instrument, so I don't expect it to come perfect. But I've had other guitars in that price range that didn't have that issue, so consistently I've tried like 4 or 5 of these. So yeah, same thing on all of them. Other than that, it's a really good instrument. It's really comfortable to play. I think it's a really intelligent 7-string design for somebody who's never played a 7-string, or just a really cool guitar for a John Pettruci fan. I think the finish is absolutely lovely on it. It plays well. I really like the neck. I will make some modifications to it. I'm thinking DiMarzio, maybe the typical Crunch Lab and Liquid Fire combo, or Ecstasy, or any of his signature pickups, as well as adding a piezo on the bridge, and probably getting the frets worked on. So that'll be interesting to see how it comes out. I'm thinking it's going to be really, really great. Thank you for watching. I think it's a pretty cool guitar for the money, so if you're thinking about it, just try it out. If you like it, that's great. If not, then you can always return it with one of the major retailers like Musicians or Sweetwater or whatever. Thank you for watching the video, and if you like it, leave me a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video I make.